It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, the quarterback now in his third year in the league.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. And if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
They face second down and 7. The tight end Fant in motion. No chance at all. He'll go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. But with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Hassan Reddick there to make the play. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He gets that to Brown. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's gonna give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On second down, Walker. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Seattle. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Off play action. He'll set up. Oh, no chance to get rid of that ball. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. So that'll do it for a They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. They'll run the draw with Walker. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Here's Hurts. That's taken in by Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Hurts working in the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Hurts again. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Again, Hurts. This one into the hands of Brown. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he gets that to Hardman. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down. To throw is Hurts. That one is complete to Hardman. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Hurts. This one brought in by Brown. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down, and that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to